The neighborhood looks like a disaster zone with garbage stacking up on the front lawn.
We first told you about this story last night, and feeling as though the city just isn't doing enough to make the homeowners clean it up, several neighbors around decided it was time to get Gephardt to investigate.
And Matt's been looking into it. He had a report last night.
Yeah, that's right, Sean and Mark. We showed you how the home was just attracting rodents, attracting feral animals, and as well as why it's not as simple as just going in and cleaning it up for city officials. That kind of work takes court orders, and that can take years. Well, tonight the investigation continues. Is there anything that you can do yourself if your neighbor's a slob? Last night on 2 News at 10, I showed you this neighborhood in Salt Lake City. It has a handful of homes that have become completely overrun by garbage.
The mess is just atrocious.
Neighbors told me it's more than just a blight. It is dangerous.
You're living next to a toxic waste dump.
Worse, these neighbors feel as though the city is not acting quickly enough to remedy the problem, which, of course, involves all sorts of codes and rules that are being broken.
The city is just not doing anything.
That begs the question, is there anything the neighbors can do on their own? The answer is yes, according to lawyer Seth Ensign.
One thing they could do is file a private nuisance claim. That would require them to prove a couple of different elements. They'd need to show that they're being prevented from enjoying and using their property in a way that's unreasonable.
Being victorious in a private lawsuit would likely mean that a judge orders the owners of the blight property to clean up the mess. The trouble, Ensign says, is from there the fight is nearly identical to the one Salt Lake City has been waging. If the judgment is ignored, it is a long and expensive process to be able to go onto private property and clean up the mess yourself. In the past 30 years, Salt Lake City has cleaned up this particular property about a half dozen times, court records show. The city is currently about a year into its latest lawsuit against the property owners to try and get the mess all cleaned up. If you got something you want me to investigate, give me a call. My number, 801-839-1250. You can email me, Gephardt@KUTV.tv.